Hi, hello. So remember this little knot? This is the knot that was on the road. So what have I done? A rose knot. It's very impressive, right? So a rose knot is in fact very interesting. You see here is from this. It's under these two and it connected. Take a good look at this. It's strong. Of course, if I make a lot of force, I will take it out. You see it here? So here it is. So these two are over this part and these two are over this part. And this is okay. This is solid. Not very solid, of course. If I make force, I will take it out. But this is not for making force, right? Usually it's like anything else. If I make force in these parts, I will take them out also. So this was the inspiration that I have had for making the macrame homage to the simple knot. So it is not over yet, okay? So this is a rose, and now I'm going to make with these a fabric, a macrame fabric. So you can see it here. I've made it with different colors with these ones because actually I don't have enough rope in the house. But it is very interesting that it is much more beautiful that it was also only with these ones. So it was alright because this is perfect white cream. So it is alright. I think that the piece as a rose knot is I mean it is impressive. With the history of this knot, I think it is impressive. It was in the road and now it has reborn as a rose knot. And I have even been able to smash it to make it like this, and that is impressive because a rose is round, right? But I just compress it and it compresses well. It is very interesting. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to undo this and do it again for us to see how this is made. So this one is here, so I'm going to take it out. So this is the final tuck, and as you can see in the rose ending it will stay under 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's very strong. I'm going to take them all with the camera stopped. So here we are. I've taken them all from its places, and now I'm going to take out the other movement. So this movement is a movement from doubling. So this is 2, 2, and I take it out. So this is single. So I'm going to do the same to take out in all the rows. Okay, it is done. So I have pulled all, and now I'm going to pull this one from here to here. So this is the beginning of the doubling. So you see 1, 2. So the beginning is this movement, and then I'm going to make this movement all over again for us to see. So I'm going to do it all with the camera stopped. Okay, so I've took it all. You see it here. So this is from here. It is interesting because it is strong. I mean, this is interesting. It catches it without doing anything. No glue, no other artificial means, just knotting. I think this was a great inspiration. So now we have here these are the ones from the middle. So these ones, this is the diamond knot. So it's the diamond knot. I'm going to undo it, and in here I can undo it all. I'm just going to stop it. Okay, so I have take it all. This movement that I have take out is a diamond knot doubled, so it makes the end of the rows. So now you can see the structure of the middle. And now we are going to stay in the important part. This one is the one that comes here, so I'm going to pull it back, and you will see that this will, let's put it in the camera so it is more perfect. So this one is this. I pull it, and you see it releases this. This one is this one, so I have to pull it, and what we have, it's free. Remarkable, right? Amazingly remarkable. And here the same, so this one is this one, I pull it back, and here it is. It's free. So our little knot, it's free, and I'm going to do this movement just for you to see how beautiful this movement can stay. You see this 1 2 1 2, and then in the middle a perfect 1 2 1 2. So we can, in a symmetrical way, to put here something that can be this knot or any other thing. Okay, we can put here so many stuff. So this is an important technique. I'm going to undo this. So this is too much rope, but I've already explained that I'm recycling rope, so I cannot cut anything. That's why this is usually big, the length I mean. So what movement is this? Is over 2 over 2. So I take this out, and I take this out, and then this will all come out. You see here, this one is over this one and this one, so it is a movement called over 2. And this is the same with all, although they are connected, but this one also comes over this and over this. This one is inserted, we just ignore it. If I take this out, you see? So this one is over this and over this. And this one here does not count because it is the working hand. So undo it all. So for this we have to understand this. This is the working hand, is the end of the rope. And this is the standing part of the rope. So when we do over 2 is like this. This one passes over this and over this. Over 2. And then we do it with all in sequence. I'm going to undo it also in here so you can see from the beginning. Okay? So in here we have a movement. It is called under 1. Take a good look. Why? Because from the standing part it goes under the next. This one does not count. I'm going to take it out. Why? Because this one is already the worked end of the line. So what counts is this. The standing part in the next standing part, so this passes under and is all with, it's the same with all. So we can undo it. So this movement was all the same movement under 1. And now we are going to almost the beginning. This one is also over 1, I think. Let me see it. Yes, this one comes over this one. So I'm going to, this one does not count, as you know, because it is the other worked. So here we have this one over this one. And this is the same with all. So I'm going to undo it, just for you to see from the beginning how this is made. And now in here we have the heart. Now the heart is very easy. How do we do the heart? We began with a movement like this, with 4 ropes, and then over 1, over 1, over 1, over 1. It's all over 1. Then in here we insert another one, and in here we insert another one. So we have more rope hands. So more ropes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to undo this, just for you to see. This one here, it's over over 1. No, it's not over 1, it's over 2. Aha. So this one passes over this one and over this one. So I'm going to take out these ones that are already worked, so we do not confuse ourselves. So see, this one goes over this one and over this one. I'm going to take this also from the loop, and here you can see it perfectly. You see it? So this one was passed over this and over this. So this is by 2. And I hope I don't forget this. You see it here, how one can insert. You see it here, it's free. So what we have here, the same over 1, but I have put this one here, and then I've passed it over 2. So this one over this one and over this one, and made with all. Now, don't think this is confusing. This is not confusing, alright? Actually, sometimes it can be confusing, but in the beginning only. So I'm going to undo this also so we can see it. This one is over 1. You see it? This one comes over 1. Now, of course, we can do how we feel, okay? We can pass over 1, we can pass over 2, we can pass over 3, we can pass over all. So there is no rule. You see it here how it is inserted. This is strong. Take a good look. So this is free. You see it? It's free in the middle of these ones that it's over 1, over 1, over 1, over 1. So we take it out. Oh gosh. Time is passing very fast. Now I'm going to undo this over 1, over 1, over 1. I hope I have time to do all this, or I can start another video. That's alright. Alright, now this is the beginning. So in the beginning I have undo and then the beginning. So now we are going to begin. Now I have to, I've lost myself. Alright, I've lost myself. So in here, because I don't cut it, I have a loop, so I have to be very careful. Okay, so from the beginning, you see, this is a loop, but it should be cut. It should be cut, because then we have to work the under part. So 2, now let's see what we have here. Aha, another loop, so I didn't cut it. You see another loop, just pass it down, and here we have, so 4 working hands. Just take one from the nose to the hand with the arm straight. That's how we work lengths in macrame. Okay, there is no meters, no centimeters, no nothing. We work, this is 25 centimeters, is 1 palm, more or less. And from the nose straight, from the nose to this straight down, it's more or less 1 meter. So we do 2, 3, 4 like that. We never use right length. Something very interesting that when people see videos, they want the lengths. Well, these lengths, they do not work like that. Okay, this is the real macrame is like this. We don't have lengths. So over 1, over 1, over 1, and over 1. You see it? There's nothing to this, right? Pull it a little, not much, because this one is the first. So usually the first is never very well or very straight. So the same, over 1, over 1, over 1, and then over 1. This over 1, in here it is already worked, so it is inside this loop. Now in here we're going to close it, and after it is closed, it is much more strong. It 12 minutes. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Okay. So in here I don't have much strength. We should pull this very much, but you know, I don't have strength in the hands anymore. So one again, over, 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 and over. Okay. Now you want to twist it to this side, because we do it all like this, twisting it, not twisting it, turning it in a circle pattern. All right. So we do it like this. It is good idea to undo it all again. So now I'm going to do another one. Over one, over one, over one, and over one. And now don't pull it, because it is time to insert the other rope. So in here, just see it well. Two to one side, two to the other side. So in the middle, what we do, we just insert this one. All right. Just put it like this, so that it is in the middle. And now when it is inside, we can close it. Okay. So we have already passed from 4 working hands to 6 working rope hands. All right. And here this should be really with a lot of force, but not going to do it. You will do it. So 10 minutes. Oh gosh. All right. In here, I'm going to do it over one. So over one, over one, over one, over one, over one, and over one. Bring it up, you know, to close it, because this is going to close here. Is to come up. All right. This is too much big rope, but this rope has to be big because of the size of that knot. If that knot was more little, this should be less. Okay. So now again, and do it and turn it. Now again, I don't remember if it is by 2 or by 1, but I think here it's better to go by 2. 2, so over 2, this one over these 2, over 2, over 2, over 2, over 2, over 2, have to pull this back. And now this one is always tricky, is over this one and over this one, so it has to go over this one and over this one. This one, just ignore it. Okay, it is the worked rope hand, so it does not count for our little counts. Don't pull it much, because I'm going to insert the other one. And here we have to be in the middle, so it's 3 to one side, 3 to the other side. Be careful with this. This is a feed. It's a very dangerous instrument. For rose knotting, one has to use it. 8 minutes. I'm not so sure I can finish this, but well. Oh, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Be careful with the feed. The feed can make a huge wound. Okay? That's the first thing I've learned when I start working. I've made a huge scratch on my hand. That's right. Alright, in the middle. Right. You see how one pulls this to the middle? Of course, this is too much, but well. Okay, so this one is here, it's connected here. Alright, so don't worry. You have 7 minutes. Now, pull it. This one has to be hard, so it can stay tight. That one was the one in the middle, so could not touch it, but it's okay. So now the same thing, you see it? Have already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now we are going to do over 2. So you see 1, 2, over 2, over 2. This is always in sequence. Once you get this with the proper, this one comes to this, because this is the next to this, okay? So there is nothing to it, and this one is from the back is going to the one in the front. Why? To pass 2, okay? And so if we do it in sequence, this one is over 1 over 2. When we do it properly in sequence, there is no problem. If we lose the sequence, it will be extremely difficult. We will lose track of things. Aha, I'm losing track of things. Wait a second. So this one over 1, aha. This one was not in here, you see. This one is over 1, 2. Because this is the next. I was making a mistake. How remarkable. So you see 1, 2. So over 1 over 2. Alright. Now in here we don't pull it much up. Actually we want it to stay like this. Why? Because we want it to accommodate the knot. 5 minutes. Well, 5 minutes is not much, is it? Alright, so open it well, and now it's time for again. So let's do it. Over 2, over 2, over 2, over 2, over 2. It's this one. Over 2, over 2, and finally this one over 2. Oh, I'm tired. So this is all in sequence, okay? Now here it's always the same thing. It's connected with there. So now we have to pull it a little. Don't pull it much, because we are going to insert. Now it's the part of the knot. So this is important. Uh-oh. I think it is already wrong. You see this? 2 of the same color, 2 of the same color. I mean, it is not wrong, but it is different from what I have made when I have undone it. Well, it's the same actually. So we choose which one we want. So we have here 1, have here 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's these ones. So in here under these ones, and in here under these ones. Alright, this should be it. This should be it. Now carefully, have to start very carefully pulling our knot. Well, I don't know what is wrong, but something is not right. It's not fixed, you see. That one was fixed so marvelous. Oh gosh. 2 minutes. Well, we have to undo it. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm deeply sorry. So I'm going to do it in other fashion. So over 2, over 2, over 2, over 2. I think it's this one. Over 2, this one over 2, this one, wait a second, okay, seems like this, this is not in here, so this one, and now finally this one in here. So over this and this, over this and this, here it is. Now pull it. This one has to be pulled very carefully if we want to have it in the proper positions. First to pull and then to make it more. 1 minute, I don't believe it. So now we open it, okay? So we leave what we want outside and we have to pull it again. This one, 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 this one. So now we have to open it. Well, okay, it's not bad. It's not so perfect as the other one, but it is not bad also. So this is just a question of making it to stay in that place. And now all we have to do is the diamond. 22, so the diamond is over 1, under 1. Over 1, under 1. Over 1, under 1. Over 1, under 1. 3 seconds with all, and then to double it and finish it.